Hey, welcome back to Good Day Sacramento. Is everyone getting ready and excited for Santa to come to town? Yeah, you know, Santa's been around for a very long time and he has a lot of stories. And a local author named Michael Scanlan has written some of those stories down in two new beautiful books, My Elves, as told by Santa, and My Reindeer, as told by Santa. We're actually in Michael's house. Don't tell him. He's not at home. He's at work. But his boss is here to tell us a little bit more about the books and his boss's wife. You guys, it's Santa and Mrs. Claus. Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
I'm so
Christmas.
excited to see you.
Oh, it's so great to see you too.
Now, I understand you've known Michael for a very long time.
Oh yes. I call him Mikey, actually. He's always been Mikey to me, and when he was a little boy, he was sitting on my lap one day with nobody waiting in line, and he sat there for the longest time and just kept talking. Finally, he said, "What do you want for Christmas, Santa?" And I said, "Well, I have everything, but I wish I could tell people more stories." So he asked what kind of stories. I started telling them to him, and if I finished one, he said, "Tell me another." Well, every year after that, the lines were way too long for me to tell any more stories. So after all these years, Mikey decided he was going to get them published so everyone could hear my stories. And he started off with My Reindeer, as told by Santa, which has been out for about 2 months now. And he's really happy with it.
Yeah, could you read us a couple pages?
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Okay, and look at the illustrations Mrs. Claus is going to show us.
Well, this book tells about my reindeer, gives their names, how they got them, and what everyone should do to make sure I come see you every year. Most people know my reindeer, and some know them by name. Everybody knows the one Gene Autry brought to fame. His cowboy voice taught you all about that foggy night, when one shy young reindeer's nose became my guiding light. But who were all the others whose noses don't shine brightly, who used to laugh at him and found his nose unsightly? I named them all long ago when they were still quite small, before they had antlers or could fly, as I recall. First Dasher's quick bursts of speed have always been displayed since he pulled my sleigh one year in New York's big parade. And Dancer got his name because Prancer, it's going quick. And Prancer looked quite stunning when leaping through the sky with perfectly shaped antlers, majestically held high. A vixen is a female fox, known for being smart. That's how Vixen got her name. Her IQ's off the chart.
I love it so far, and people will have to get the book themselves to read the rest, but it really is special. And of course, here's My Elves, as told by Santa as well. This one, you talk about the elves and their roles and all about teamwork. And one of the things that was interesting about it to me, too, is you said the question that most people ask you is, am I on the naughty list? And you're answering.
Well, I always tell them there's only one person who really knows if you're on the naughty list. And it's you.
Okay. And what's the elf's role? What the elf who's in charge of the naughty list?
Oh, Alabaster Snowball.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Alabaster, he's in charge of the naughty list. And it is updated 4 times every minute. So if you're being naughty or bad, just stop right now, and within seconds, you'll be back on the good list.
I love that. Okay, these books are so special. I know that you have so many stories that Michael wants to share, so he'll be releasing more next year as well. But for now, where can people get these books?
Well, I have them in several of the local Hallmark stores. They're in Folsom, Vacaville, Reno, and their Kansas City flagship store. Then they're in Loved Again in Auburn. They are in Pottery World. They're in several stores in Napa Valley, including Blackbird in Calistoga, Pennyweight in St. Helena. They're in Pleasanton at American Harvest. It's been a very exciting season for me.
And online too?
Oh, yes, they're on my website at perfectlysanta.com.
Beautiful. Well, thank you thank you to Michael. I hope he sees this later, for sharing Santa stories. Thank you for making the trip. I know it's a busy time of year for you. Mrs. Claus, you're so lovely.
And could I just say, please tell Billy to be careful with the lights?
I've been trying to tell him that too, but maybe if it comes from you. Oh boy, if you haven't seen my Instagram story, that kid is aggressively enthusiastic about Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll tell him you said so, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Santa, guys. Santa!
Molly, we got a copy of the book at Pottery World, and he signed it for us.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have an autographed copy.
how special is that?
Yeah.
Wow. I might have to get one too.
Yeah. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate it.